Muszą cię kurwa zabijać cię po prostu, pospierdolać cię.
Worthy.
That wants to start a grinding Call of the Wild. It doesn't matter if it's herd management or just a normal grind, you can use these tips to help your grind go smoother. Be sure to go subscribe to Lady if you haven't already and check out her channel. If I can remember, I will leave a link in the description or the comments, so go ahead and give her a sub. And yeah, leave a comment down below if you guys want to see more stuff like this, because we definitely want to do some more things in the future. But let's go ahead and jump into the actual guide.
Okay, so today we're going to be going over everything you need to know to set up the ultimate grind. I am here with Scarecrow today, and we're going to be going over basically everything that you need to know to set up the perfect grind. We're going to go over the most frequently asked questions that I get about grinds.
And this type of stuff can be done with literally any type of grind you want to do. You could do this with a herd management grind. You can do it with just any type of grind you want. Just shooting everything. Herd management, just really whatever type of style you like. These tips will help you maximize your success and reliability with your grind.
So yeah, so it works for any grind, with or without herd management, it does not matter.
So today, with this video, we are going to be talking about a number of topics, including how to not get burnt out, what a grind is, how to find your zones, how to pick out your consistent zones, proper tent setup, tripods, and how important they can be to a grind, how to not lose your zones, and how to get your respawns, including a little bit of a talk towards the end about different playstyles and how you can go about playing differently than other people while also still respecting them. Now, let's get into it.
Okay, so the first thing when you are starting a grind that you need to do is find all of your drink zones.
And there's honestly a lot of different ways that you can do so, and we're going to kind of talk about different ways that you can go about finding all your zones and making sure that you're not missing any.
When you're starting any grind, you want to find as many drink zones as you possibly can. Now, what this is actually going to do is it's going to cause you to get more consistent respawns. It is possible to get a great one without finding all of your drink zones, but in my personal experience, it's just going to go so much smoother when you have all of the drink zones discovered first. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%. I've always told people that you don't need all your zones, and I've done a few grinds where I didn't find all my zones and got a great one, but it definitely helps to know what's on your map in each of your zones, and that way, if something moves around, you'll know where to look and know if you'll find a new one or if it's an old one.
Now, setting up for a grind is a very big job. It actually is hard for us to show exactly how much work it is in the video, because it takes many, many hours.
I've definitely had my fair share of grinds that took over 100 hours to fully get all the zones set up and find all the zones and figure out what I'm going to be doing with them. And then there's been some that have taken less than half the time. It really depends from one grind to another and how your map ends up getting set up with your zones.
It very much depends on the map that you're... Yeah, like New England, that's going to take you way longer to set up a grind than, say, Layton, where you have the animals condensed to half the map. I'm talking about whitetail here.
There's a lot of different species in the game, and all of them have different amounts of that species. It seems that sometimes even different maps have different amount of a species, and depending on the species you're hunting and the map you're hunting, it may take you longer to find all your zones, or you might get lucky and find them all pretty quickly.
But I think it's a good idea to set up, as you're finding your zones, to drop a tent or a tripod, something to mark where your best zones are as you're going through.
And alternatively, if you'd like to have